It's Brian from Wanderlust with Melissa and Brian. Melissa's in a training class, so it's up to me to go explore the ship and go find some breakfast and go see what it has to offer. We're on a short 3-day cruise from Vancouver to San Francisco, and this is our first time on the Cunard, on any Cunard ship, but this is on the Queen Elizabeth. So far, the experience has been wonderful. Let's go see what we can find.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I learned something. Britannia Club, you really have to make apparently you have to make a reservation there for the entire cruise, and then you can dine in Britannia Club. Otherwise, I think the rest of us we're going to have to find. I think one of the main dining rooms, the Britannia restaurant, is open, and of course the Lido buffet. But let's go see if we can find the Britannia restaurant. I think we can get in there. Wow, what a great table! Yeah, this view is amazing. I mean, granted, the windows are a little, misty, but that's okay. It's kind of expected. We were right here over the churn. That's awesome. So the Britannia dining room is open until 9 for breakfast. So you got to get here pretty early. And then after that, I think the Lido is open until 10:30 or so. It also serves breakfast. Then it doesn't take until 11:30, I think, that they switch to lunch. So far, I've got some coffee and a muffin, so I'm in good shape for breakfast so far. So this particular sailing is a 3-day as part of a repositioning. The ship just finished in a segment in Alaska and is headed over to Australia. Between that, of course, it's going to stop in Hawaii on the way. So this is just kind of one of those segments along the way. I'm glad I got up early here for breakfast and got this wonderful view back here on the very, very aft of the ship. Just took a little bit to get the eggs and bacon and so on. But what a great view. I really enjoyed that. Now we're going to do a little more exploring of the ship. Let's go do it. This is just great. It's just classic. Makes you feel like you've gone back in time, I don't know, 50, 100 years or so. And it's a little chilly. It's like mid-50s. But I love being able to hear the water. Just wonderful. There's a lot of noise, but this is a great spot. Right around the very outside of the very aft of deck 3 on the walking track. So a little bit of a breeze, super nice. Love this. It's kind of tucked away back here. You really have to, stumble upon it. I'm definitely going the wrong way. Oh well.
Let's talk a little more about this dress code. So, at least once per sailing, there's a gala night, right? And you're supposed to dress to the nines. I literally say dress to impress. Tuxedos are acceptable, and so I did. I brought a suit. Honestly, I brought all the stuff, and we're going to dress up. I'm dreading it a little bit, and I'm not exactly sure why. It's just I don't know. I feel like if I get dressed up and then I go to dinner, I'm going to spill something on it. Then what? But on nights that are not gala nights, right, you wear smart attire. Now, I'm not exactly sure what smart attire is, other than it's a little dressier than what I guess relaxed wear. So, in any case, we're just kind of hanging out for a little bit until it's time to get ready in our gala wear, and then go to dinner, where I'll inevitably spill something on myself.
We are headed now to what I've been looking forward to. It's afternoon tea time. Let's go see what it's like. So afternoon tea happens every day from 3 to 4 in the Queen's
room.
Queen's room. I forget room. So that's where we're headed. I'm looking forward to it. It's tea plus snacks and all kinds of fun things.
So it turns out,
Yeah.
tea time is really popular. It's not even 3 yet, and it's already close the doors, it's full. So we're in line. Maybe folks will finish and we'll be able to get in. We'll find out.
Okay, so we were supposed to be in the Queen's room and it filled up, so they brought us down to the Britannia dining room for the overflow of the tea. We've had our tea. We had little sandwiches and little scones and all kinds of little desserts and finger foods, and it was so good. We had a couple from Australia that sat beside us, and it was great conversation and everything I wanted my afternoon tea to be.
This wide open area on the back of the ship, really love this. It seems kind of unique because it's such a large area, Oh, plenty of seating. And one of the things that we learned that was kind of fascinating is the ship is at capacity, right? They don't put any more passengers on it than this. And just look how many seats there are. There's plenty of room. You don't feel crowded. That's a nice feature.
It's one of the hot tubs here on deck 9. It's like I said, it's a little chilly out here. It's like mid-50s, but you can see a little bit of steam coming off of there. So it's probably nice and toasty.
This is kind of neat. So up here on the very top of, I guess this is deck 11. There's a giant chessboard. There's no giant chess pieces. So I guess you and 31 of your best friends can come up here and have a game of chess.
So this is us. This is us dressed for Gala Night. Gala Night, of course, is the one you're really supposed to dress up for on Cunard. Other nights you're dressed smart attire.
Yeah.
So this is even smarter than that.
Whatever. All right, a little rose gold, a little sequiny. A little fancier than normal. I remember wearing this to the Carnival Celebration naming ceremony.
This is me. Let's go.
You even got the fancy shoes on. All right. So we are eating in Frontier tonight, but it's near the Lido. It's called the Lido Alternative, and it's a restaurant that you do have to make a reservation for. So the menu changes depending on the itinerary the ship is sailing, and this ship just got back from Alaska and has been sailing Alaska season. So some of the items on there was the Bering Strait crab risotto and a venison salami and hand-carved salmon. I think they bring the cart around and cut the salmon right here in front of you. And then we have a surprise coming, what we chose for our entree. I can't wait to show it to you. But I'm loving the concept. And wherever the ship goes, they change the menu depending on the itinerary. So that's just, I love that concept.
I love a restaurant that serves an amuse-bouche. That's a delicious seared scallop with like an apple chutney. Look at all this. This is the Alaskan seafood platter for 2. Tiger prawns and mussels and Canadian lobster and snow crabs and oh yeah.
All right. Let's talk about dinner. We both ordered the snow crab risotto? Snow crab risotto, and then we ordered the seafood platter for 2, which is a $30 upcharge on top of the specialty dining charge of $35 per person for this meal. So they brought us an amuse-bouche. Don't make me spell that, but I can say it, amuse-bouche. I like saying that. And it was some scallops and a celery root puree. Delicious, really good. Just something to get the meal started. And then they brought the risotto, and I love a risotto. And I'm probably sounding really southern when I say risotto. Risotto. We had to send it back. It was not done. It was chalky and hard. And so the maitre d' came by and we're like, this is not right. So they sent it back, and they brought us another one, and they got it right. So they're real nice about it. No problem there. And then we got the plate of seafood, and it was 2 types of prawns. There's like tiger prawns and another type of
spot prawn, I think was the other one.
Prawn. One had their heads on it, one didn't. They were massive. So these huge prawn, they were delicious. I mean, they were almost as thick as a lobster brain. They were just absolutely delicious. The ones with the heads on them, they were fishy and mushy. I guess it was overcooked and then just weird. So it was, I don't know. Then they had lobster cut in half, and you had the claws, and again, it was a little overcooked. It was a little mushy, if you want to call, which I love. A good lobster claw meat was okay. The star of the whole platter definitely was those prawns that were head off, because those were just delicious. And then they had some snow crab legs. I mean, they called them king crab on the menu. Okay, but not just amazing. And with the upcharge of $30 extra on top of the charge we were already paying, a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Then we got to dessert, of course, and I had a passion fruit and mango baked Alaska. And Brian had this little trio of desserts. The dessert was delicious. Overall, the meal was, I hate to say fair to not bad, but it wasn't amazing. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I gotta admit, because it was an upcharge, because we paid the $35 per person to be in here, and then it's 30 on top of that for the mountain of seafood and so on. I'm a little disappointed. There were several pieces that were very overcooked. And I probably should have sent it back, but we had already sent the risotto back, so I really didn't want to send anything else back and be that guy. The snow crab, I've had better snow crab legs on a casino buffet. So again, it was a little disappointing, and that kind of surprises me because I had high hopes and high expectations for this meal. And then the service, for us, I think has been pretty good, right? They came out and made sure that our wine glasses didn't get empty. That's the meal. I don't know that I'd do it again. I think probably the worst part of the dining experience is I had to dress up to do it. I think I'm gonna end up with my jacket smelling like lobster and seafood. No, you may go and may have a completely different experience, and I hope you do. But I didn't think it was worth it.
It's worth noting we had dinner and then we've moved on to the Commodore Club. And there's a yacht club. There's several venues around the ship to enjoy after dinner drinks and entertainment. But they do have signs at the door that you do continue to wear your gala outfit. We're kind of the people that typically on other cruise lines, we'll have our dinner on gala night or dressy night, and then we'll go back to the room and we'll change into my yoga pants and a t-shirt. Well, you don't do that here, so you do have to stay in your nice clothes to continue to enjoy the venues on gala night.
Now there are venues, even during gala night, that you don't have to dress up. There are plenty of places. I don't know, plenty. There's a handful of places on board the ship that you can eat dinner and not be super dressy. I think that the pub downstairs, the Golden Lion, there's of course the Lido buffet. Those areas you don't have to be dressy.